And April, by the way, is Child Abuse Awareness Month. It's a time when we should all reflect on those who are suffering and how we can all help prevent it. Laura DeVore is author of her own memoir, Darkness Was My Candle, and she joins us this morning to share her story. Laura, thanks so much for being with us. It's an honor to be speaking with you.
Thank you. I feel the same way.
I want to start with the title of your book, Darkness Was My Candle. What does that mean to you?
My life was made up of the darkest dark as well as the brightest light. And the other thing is, what I found over time in my life is that when I was in the darkest places of my life, that's where the most growth has taken place. So it's sort of, it means a number of things, but that's the shortest answer I can give you.
You are a survivor of the darkest of dark, as you just mentioned: child abuse, sex trafficking, illegal pharmacological drug research, and institutional abuse as well. Tell us briefly your story.
I was born to a woman who was very ill, whose own father had died when she was 3, and her mother became extremely sick and unavailable. And so this was during the Depression, and she was looked after by her siblings who fell apart, and they were starving. And she made her first, she got her first pair of shoes by climbing out the bedroom window and having sex with a farmhand, and that started her life of prostitution.
And what about for you? At the age of 9, you suffered unspeakable treatment from those who should have protected you, feeling alone at such a young age.
She prostituted me for the first time at age 9. And eventually, because I'd had a couple of serious suicide attempts, the court became involved. And we were court ordered to see a psychiatrist who was a military psychiatrist who essentially became my mother's pimp and my perpetrator, and there was a lot of pornography done on me. And it was a very, very dark time. And I didn't know that I could trust anyone. But throughout my life and throughout that time, there were people who came into my life who showed me kindness. And I never knew any of them for a long period of time, but they literally changed the course of my life. They let me know that I was a good kid. They let me know that I was valuable. They told me again and again that my mother was sick and couldn't care for me, so I had to learn to take better care of myself.
But sometimes when a child experiences abuse, that mental abuse can be so hard that even if somebody is telling you positive, you don't hear it. How did you hear that? What was the turning point for you, and how did you stay mentally strong or find that strength?
Probably the biggest turning point was when a neighbor at 9 told me that she loved me. I had never heard the word love. I didn't know what that meant. And something came alive inside me, and I began to know in every fiber of my being that that's why I was born, to understand, to feel love, to take it in, and to learn how to give it. And that became the turning point. Even though there were many dark years, I never forgot that.
Wow, what an inspiration you are, of strength to all of us. You now have an advanced degree in clinical psychology, recognized as a national expert and a catalyst for change. Speaking of the powerful love and the strength we have in all of us to survive on this Child Abuse Awareness Month. Laura, thank you so much, Laura DeVore, for speaking with us this morning. Again, Laura's book is Darkness Was My Candle, an Odyssey of Survival and Grace. We're honored to have you with us this morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being such an inspiration. Great to talk to you. Take care.